Back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us on this Cyber Monday. We're continuing on our great conversations and also products we want you guys to know about on the Amazon platform. And I'm excited to welcome back my friend, Robert Helm. He's also the creator of the All Sports Headgear. You see, I'm rocking mine here. He has his on here. We're going to talk to him not only about the product, but also show you the functionality of it. And if you guys have not been able to get yours already, we're going to share you guys 5 colors are available right now on Amazon. You guys can be able to get starting today. So definitely want you guys to take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and check everything on Facebook. Make sure our settings or everything are all set there. Make sure we have Robert and All Sports Headgear tagged on that end. Then we're going to go ahead and bring in our Amazon Live family and get started. And you all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again on this Cyber Monday. Excited about today's show because one of the things I've been able to do all throughout the day is share with you guys some great deals, but also some new products you may not be familiar with. And we're excited to be able to introduce to some and reintroduce to others the founder of All Sports Headgear. I'm talking about my friend Robert Helm. We're going to talk to Robert not only about the All Sports Headgear. You see, I have mine here. He has his. Also, let you guys know about the functionality of it and how you can get 5 different colors right now on Amazon just by clicking in the carousel you guys see below. Speaking of that, I want to say, if you guys are new to us here on Amazon Live, I invite you guys to give us a follow. You notice the follow button either below if you're on your desktop or laptop, or it may be over here in this corner if you're on your mobile device. Definitely would invite you guys to stay with us as we have programming 7 days a week right here on the Amazon Live platform. Pele, thank you so much for being on with us. I really appreciate that on the Facebook side. Robert, glad to have you back on with us, man.
Man, thank you for having me back.
Look, we had you here on Black Friday. Had to have you back. Come on Cyber Monday. That's what the internet's all about, right? Cyber Monday. And glad to be able to talk about the All Sports Headgear, man. You know, I got my blue one on Amazon myself. This color, this one is available on Amazon. Our audience can get it now. I want to talk about this experience for you. I mean, you shared with us on Black Friday, Robert, how this all began. But how does it feel to be now here, where you're having shipments going out all over the country?
Man, it's really exciting. Like we were talking just briefly before the show began, having product in warehouses around the United States right now is really exciting because it makes it that much easier for the customer to get it, especially this time of the year when they need it.
Yeah. And that's such a good point here, Robert. I think, too, for people that are looking at you today, here you have this product that's available on Amazon. Is this what you imagined when you first had the idea for it, that it would be something that people could literally be able just to have one click away from them?
Yeah, kind of. I guess what my initial vision was, man, it was probably a little more dreamy than that. My friend and I, that is, when we first created our prototype and put it on, I felt like it was something that people were just going to see and the world was just going to say, hey, I want it, but it didn't quite happen like that, but I'm very excited with, the way that it is happening. So I'm very pleased.
So I want to talk about the product because, again, we want people to know not only, Robert, what they're getting with it, what it does for them, but also why this is something they should want for themselves, their family, and also their friends. So let's talk about, first of all, what you've done. I think you've actually achieved a few things, and then I would love to be corrected by you. One, you've created something that is attractive. It catches your attention. We were talking about how the blue would definitely, this is my favorite color, by the way, so it definitely does pop out at you, but also the functionality of it. Talk to us about the marriage of the two, that you wanted to create something that was attractive, but also was able to achieve a few things for the person wearing it.
Okay, well, if I go back to when I initially came up with the idea or was enlightened, if you will, Steph Curry, the way he wears the towel, it looks cool and, it has swagger just the way you wear a regular, a towel. And so, taking that and adding something that had a fashion and a function really wasn't that far of a stretch. You know what I mean? It was more like putting the seam in the right location and achieving the exact same thing, So the function was obvious as a towel. And like I said, with the fashion, you know, the way they wear them, the way they droop them over their heads or tuck them inside their shirts, you know, when they're trying to cool off or, you know, look more bulk and buff or whatever it might be. You know, the All Sports provides the same, you know, same benefits. So.
Exactly. Pele says she wants the red one. Pele, you have to go over there to Amazon and get it. It is a great deal. Where you are right now, you'll notice the link that's there to take you right over here to the Amazon Live. All you have to do is click on that link. You can be able to get yours right now. They're all $19.95. And I love this. And again, I can speak as a customer. So, you know, one of the things I did, Robert, as you know, is I made a video for Amazon kind of showing some of the functionality. And you mentioned, of course, it being a towel. Of course, they can be able to use what I call the flaps here to be able to wipe off sweat, that kind of thing. Here in Mississippi, where it definitely has gotten cooler, we don't need it so much for that, but it definitely does help you to keep your neck warm. I can say that. And of course, we're talking about the hood aspect of it, something that definitely comes in handy this time of year. You're able to wear it there. I mean, I want to talk about that aspect because there is a lot of attention to detail here. The way it fits on the face. Robert, definitely. I mean, talk to us about what that was like from you on the production side to be able to think about.
Well, you know, it's funny, man, because my mother, she's been a craft, you know, like a traditional kind of craft lady, if you will, knitting, you know, sewing and that type of stuff. And so I've kind of come up around that already, you know. But in the course of creating just the prototype, even for the product, it's such a simple yet sophisticated concept, you know. It really wasn't that hard to do. And so to get, you know, the hardest part, I think, is separating it from being a regular towel. You know, I think that might be the most difficult thing because people say, well, I got a towel. Why do I need that? Well, as I demonstrated previously, towels you can't tie into a Windsor knot. Towels don't, you know, provide a hood that you can, you know, store a hot pack or a cold pack for, you know, compress, you know, things like that. And so I can't say towels aren't fashionable because, you know, depending on how the person uses the towel, it could be fashionable. I know that, you know, in the community that I grew up in and around a lot of the people that I have been around, they tend to carry like a wash rag or a hand towel tucked in their pants, you know, so I know that element exists. But the All Sports, you know, like I said, it's really a simple product from its construction, you know. The detail as far as, you know, the placement of the carrying pouch in the hood or the placement of the pouch between your shoulder blades or just the shape of the product, all of those elements were with purpose, you know. Each one of those, as I mentioned in our Black Friday video, are designed to make it so it's easy to be removed. You can wear it below your clothes, you can wear it above your clothes, which is why the fashion side of it was important. And as you mentioned, there in Mississippi, it's a little cooler. Well, here in Michigan, where I am at, we got snow now, and it's 30s, you know, it's really cold. But funny enough, just like this T-shirt I have on, I'm still wearing a T-shirt. I'm wearing a long sleeve T-shirt now, but I wear my All Sport underneath that. And as I said, the way it's shaped and the way it's designed, it's like having on another shirt underneath the long sleeve T-shirt. And so that's great because, you know, I do construction as well. And so I can move around and I can maneuver, but I can still stay warm and dry and comfortable. And as you said, it keeps the cold off your neck. It keeps your head cold if it's raining or snowing, you know. And so, so all of those little pieces are, you know, important details to, I guess, the whole.
Yeah. Pele got her red one. Pele, glad to hear that. You definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing you with a picture, Pele, for sure. And I think that's the other side of this too. She's joining us from North Carolina there, I think. Pele, correct me on that if I'm wrong. But that's what I think is so cool about this, Robert, is that people can listen to us as we're having this conversation, right? Can do like Pele, be able to go over to Amazon. I'll be able to literally, as we're talking about these, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the red one right now in the Amazon carousel there, be able to pick their color and then to be able to order it and then have it sent directly to them. And I love the fact that they can then be able to wear it according to their personality and their needs, right? So you mentioned, of course, some of the factors as well. Now, again, as we were talking, of course, I put the hood on. I mean, again, I love the way that it fits. Love the way the hood fits. For sure, like you mentioned, it's great for this time of year. But also, you mentioned about the pads that people can include in their packs. Talk to us about that and how you decided where you wanted to put those. And for those who may have missed it, Robert, talk to us about the hole they see here as well.
Okay. Well, this right here is a nice pack. They come in all different sizes and all different types, but this happens to be a gel pack. And this is designed to fit, as Cyrus said, right directly inside the pouch. And so, you freeze it, or, a gel pack, you can heat it or cool it. And that's the nice thing about it, because if you're using it for a compress, you may need, to heat or cool it. But either way, it gives you that ability, right? And so this is placed specifically between the shoulders, because a lot of times, especially like for people who are very active athletes, or that do a lot of weightlifting and things like that, the shoulders and the neck tend to suffer a lot of aches and pains, and or trauma, depending on the types of sports you play. And so that's why we have the pouch here in the neck as well. And, the placement again for that was actually not by accident, because there's a host of benefits outside of just helping to comfort aches and pains. There's lots of studies that show multiple different health benefits for putting cold or hot on the back of the neck. Just something real simple: fever, headache, those types of things can all be alleviated by using, heat or cool. And so it's kind of like it's like a health garment almost, in a way as well, when you look at it from that perspective, as well as if an individual was suffering from a fever or had the chills, you can soak this All Sports in water and put it on. That could be hot water or cold water, and achieve, increase or decrease of temperature as well. So those are, just some of the functions and ways that it can be used. The hole, as you mentioned here, this hole was designed for people who have long hair. Again, I can't really demonstrate that.
I can't either.
Yeah. But the purpose of that hole is just meant for, I know my wife and my daughters, I have 4 daughters as well. All of them have really long hair. And so for them in the morning time, when they get out the shower and they're trying to get ready, it can be a challenge to not get everything wet, including their clothes that they're going to be wearing for the day. So they have to tie it up in a towel and all that. And that can be a lot of stress and strain on the head. And so they just, pull their hair right through the opening, and then the hair lays right onto the back of the towel. And then that helps dry it naturally by the air, as well as through the wicking of the towel. So really functional there. The flaps that you were mentioning about drying your sweat and things like that, again, you can use them for that. Or in the case of ladies who are doing makeup in the morning, you can use it to, dab your makeup, dry your makeup, wipe your brushes off, that type of thing. Or for fellas, we can shave, because as you see how it closes up in the front here, I do, I just tie this like that. And by tying it, it keeps it nice and snug against the skin. And then you can just shave and easily shake it off and keep it moving. Which just, it's, when I say multifunctional, it's really multifunctional, man. I'm sitting here right now, that gel pack I just put in here, I can actually feel it pulling the heat out of my upper spine, Wow. And so just sitting around the house in a casual way, it's amazing. It really is a wow towel, as I'm beginning to refer to it, because oh wow, I mean, you can wear it, use it, for just many different things. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Felicia said that's a cool product. She says I would use it to catch the water from my hair when I do a roller set. And that's the thing, Felicia. I mean, it is one of those things that you're hearing Robert talks about. And let me just take a moment and say, Robert, this is one of the reasons why I love my job, because I get to talk to people who are literal creators, who go from having an idea to now being able to sit here on Amazon.com and talk about a product that they came up with.
Right.
And that now people can be able to buy. I mean, you don't know how inspiring this is for me just to talk to you right now, because I know there are people who are watching this that think, what, I always had an idea for something. Are you finding people telling you that, hey, man, congratulations, I've always thought about doing this or that. I didn't know if I could do it. I mean, have you had those kind of conversations with people?
Yeah, if I could share a quick story with you,
Sure.
when we received our last major shipment of product, the truck driver who did the delivery, we were talking about the product and talking about me as an inventor, and the gentleman said, "Man, I never met an inventor before. That's pretty
Mm,
awesome." I said, "Yeah, well, all of this product that's inside this truck belongs to me. I made it. I created it. It's mine." And so anyway, so he's listening to us talking. So I said, "Man, would you like one?" And he was like, "Man, I don't even know what it is, but you got me excited." He's standing on the outside of the truck. So, I said, "You know what, just for you, man, we busted, open a brand new box." So he was the first person in the world besides the manufacturer to touch that product. And it was a very exciting moment because, he had long hair, he had locks, and he was like, "Man, I could use it like this." So to answer your question, yes, it's really exciting to I guess be in a part of that whole process, from the beginning to the end, being the conceptual, if that's a word, or conceptualizing it, I should say, to, testing out the product, to creating it with my own hands, because in the beginning I was making it myself, physically in my own house, and to be where we are now. So very, very excited.
Yeah. There, Pele says, "I'm excited for this one for my son." Also, Robert, we have Dennis says, "Go Robert, been a fan from day one." I think that's the thing, and I love this. And Pele says, "Yeah, I just ordered the black one as well." But I think that is the thing. It's like, and again, that's why I so appreciate this platform because, I get excited. I was sharing with a good friend of mine today, Robert. When people look at my success and they talk to me about it, I know one of the big reasons why I have it is that other people's success doesn't scare me.
Right.
I'm excited for other people to succeed. I want other people to succeed.
Absolutely.
And I like this conversation and people getting it. That's a win for me. I feel like I'm the one
Right.
that made the
Right.
AllSportsHeadGear. I'm excited because I know what that feels like to have that appreciation. So, I think, for people who are watching this, yes, it is a very functional talent. Anyone who knows me, for me to have, because I had to tell Robert, look, I'm going to get one myself because I wanted to be able to, one, to show my support, but
Right.
also be able to let people know, what my experience is like as a customer as well, because I feel like I do them a disservice, Robert, from trying to tell them about something I personally know about myself, right?
Right.
But I think that is one of the cool things here. What do you want people to know, no matter what color they get, Robert? I know that there are other things you're working on, for sure. But what do you want them to know about, for one, by getting this, how it is so much more than a towel?
Well, I guess what I would like people to know is don't be or don't misconstrue the idea of it being a head towel, because we call it all sports headgear for a reason, because it's something that you can wear on your head. You don't have to, but you can wear it on your head, and it
Right.
can do so much. I mean, I still to this day I'm finding different ways that I'm using it. Imagine that, and I'm the person who created it. And
Yeah.
so, as I listen to people who say, "Oh man, I use it like this," I'm finding ways to use it. Matter of fact, something that I do want to bring out today. Two things. First, thank you to everybody who purchased it. I and my family appreciate that. Secondly, I would like to say this. Just as I said earlier, we just got some snow, right? And it's in the 30s or the high 20s. Something that I just realized, my daughter, she is 5 years old, tiny, very tiny. And, and you making, can, also elaborate on this too. But if you see children in the wintertime, a lot of times they will have hats, gloves, and a hood, right? And even with the hat, the air goes around the neck and is able to get through underneath the hood, and so I put the all sports on my little girl before I let her go out, and it covered all of that loose space that's inside the hood, all down the front of her and all down the back of her. So even when they were throwing snowballs and everything, and it was hitting her, going down into her clothing or inside her coat, it never actually touched her body. And that was like, man, that's what we need, especially right now because of people, you don't want to get the flu or cold or anything like that. So the
Right.
more you can bundle up and protect yourself, the better. So I just wanted to share that. Sorry.
Yeah, and it is fashionable too. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's the other thing. I mean, even if you're just wearing it like this, it
Mhm.
almost looks like you have a sweater, tied
Right.
around your neck. But
Mhm.
I love the point that you made. In fact, I did it earlier, Robert, because I like the fact too that it does even for myself. With my funny shaped head, I'm able to get it so that it does allow you to be able to get that nice snug fit there, and that is
Mhm.
a cool thing. Of course, you can wear it a looser. That's a great thing about having the drawstrings there. But I think
Mhm.
again, that's one of the big things about here is the functionality of it for sure. Again, I want to say for those who are tuning in, you're watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Cyber Monday. We're talking with the inventor of the all sports headgear, Robert Helm. We're talking to him not only about the product itself, but you can have 5 different characters. I'm sorry, 5 different colors on Amazon right now. If you guys click below, if you're joining us on the Amazon Live platform, you notice that they are below us there in the carousel. If you're joining us on a mobile device, maybe here on the side here. But you can click on those five colors, be able to get yours for $19.95 directly from Amazon. And then again, it's great for yourself, for your family, also as gifts as well. As you guys can see, a lot of different ways you can be able to wear it, a lot of functionality that's there. And you're actually talking to the person right now, not me, but
Mhm.
this guy, who actually created it, Robert Ham, as well. So, Robert, I know there are other things that are coming. We know
Mhm.
these 5 colors are available right now on Amazon. How can they stay connected with you, though?
Well, you can stay connected with me via our website always. That's allsportsheadgear.com or allsportsathleticapparel.com. We have both of those. Or you got Facebook and again, All Sports Headgear, Instagram, All Sports Headgear, TikTok, All Sports Headgear. So pretty much all of the major platforms we're on as All Sports Headgear or as All Sports Athletic Apparel.
Got you. Again, everyone, Robert Ham, the creator of the All Sports Headgear here on Amazon Live. We appreciate you joining us again, Robert. Glad to have you. Looking forward to having you back on the program, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And All Sports Headgear is one word.
There you go. One word. And let me also say this too. If you guys have not checked out, because one thing I like to always mention, if you guys are on the Amazon Live platform or you're going to the link there on Amazon, make sure you guys, when you click on it, make sure you guys do click through to actually check out. That so it's not just sitting there in your cart saying, don't forget about me. So you want to make sure you go ahead and check out so your order can go ahead and be processed. And we definitely thank all of you for tuning in to another great episode of Cyrus Webb Presents here on Cyber Monday. We've been with you guys all day today, sharing with you guys some great deals, as well, of course, some great conversations. I want to mention 2 Cyber Monday sales that are still going on. My brand new mic that I have here from Toner, you all see it there. It's on sale right now, and the sale price is $34.99. That is 30% off. You guys can get today. It is a USB microphone. It's a plug and play. I just plugged it into my laptop here, and it's able to recognize it and able to start using it just like that. Also, speaking of laptops, I want to mention that my laptop that I'm having right now is actually on sale as well. This is my Byte Cool. You guys see it there. Byte Cool laptop. It is $279 right now for Cyber Monday. It also is 30% off today as well. So if you're looking for a laptop that's great for streaming, you guys see here, you haven't seen any buffering with us here. It's really designed for gaming, streaming, being able to help you guys to get online for your Zoom meetings. It's really good for that. For those who want it both for fun, but also for work as well. This is a great laptop, and it comes with Windows included on it as well. Again, this is my Byte Cool laptop. It is $279. It is 30% off. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, thank you all for watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. Until next time, you all make it a great one. Take care.